Greetings, and welcome to your Tuesday edition of Dapper's Playhouse. I'm your excellent host, Dapper. This is my playhouse. That is where you find yourself on this lovely day. I hope it has been well for you. It was kind of skunky hot again, as usual. But I made some chicken cutlets, so it wasn't a total loss. Hey, comment down below. Did you make anything good? What's on your dinner agenda for this evening? Hey, I just like conversation. So sue me. But anyway, what we like to do here, if you're new to this and you have no idea what you've just stumbled upon, we just like to go along checking out the interwebs, mostly TikTok, try and find you some funny stuff, some interesting stuff, some educational stuff that I think you might find appealing. So, if you like what you see, do me a favor and like what you see. Don't forget to share it out. Please subscribe if you haven't. My old subscribers, what's up, y'all? My OGs hanging in there. Please, as always, it helps so much with the algorithm because we're trying to go places. Please watch this video all the way through. I swear, I'll try not to drone on all night. And with that being said, let's get right to it and see what this lady has to say. This is why we aren't allowed to talk to dolphins. I think I know the reason why this is, but I think this chick might have a different take, but we'll see. Here we go.
This might be off topic, but did you know that a dolphin and a human fell in love back in the 1960s? Yeah, during a NASA study of dolphin to human communications, there was a dolphin named Peter and a human named Margaret. Now, Margaret lived inside the facility where this study was being done, so she lived with Peter 24/7. She was around this dolphin. She said that at some point in time during their language experiments, Peter started getting very excited and was very interested in her body. It was going from 6 to midnight often. So she would put him back in the tank with the female dolphins so that he could get his, he could satisfy himself. He didn't like that. He would rage and try to get out of the tank, get back to Margaret. So Margaret said she would put him back in the tank with her, and he would rub himself on her feet or her legs or her hands. And she said that he was kind of hard to work with and do the language experiments when he was excited like that, so she would just let him satisfy himself so they could get back to their work. This study was fucked up. It took a turn when they started giving LSD to Margaret and the dolphins, so NASA pulled their funding. That's a whole nother story, though. Anyways, when NASA pulled funding from it, they had to shut down the project. So Peter and Margaret were separated. 2 weeks after they were separated, Peter went underwater and opened up his blowhole.
So he killed himself. He offed himself. That's terrible. Hey, anyway, the story that I hear is because dolphins have a whole another ability. Like they used to give birth, humans used to give birth with dolphins around, and they would swim around the pregnant moms, so much so, and then the moms would give birth to like geniuses. I know I'm telling the story really horribly, you'd have to look it up, but dolphins can communicate with the fetuses inside, something through sonar and stuff, and they can like open up things, whether it's like the third eye or what have you. But these kids were like off the charts. So that's really why they stopped any human and dolphin interaction, because they can tell us things about ourselves, and they can unlock things in us that we're not supposed to unlock, I guess, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research.
Here we go, Norman.
Norman.
So, Nikki, tell us about your beaver.
Here we go, we're all 5 years old. Tell us about your beaver. A lovely beaver it is.
What are you doing?
It's literally a tornado warning outside, Philip.
Yeah, that's me. Every hurricane, I'm outside. I want to see some shit. It's a dad thing. What are you gonna do?
The human centipede was originally created to be a punishment for people who assaulted children.
Does everybody know about the human centipede? If you don't, I guess this is not going to make much sense to you. If you do know about it, pay close attention, and I hope you dig it.
This was the creator and director's original intent when making the movie, the idea of something so horrific that you would only perform this punishment to the worst type of person. And while this doesn't happen in the first or second Human Centipede films, we do see it carried over in practice to the third film, where they use the Human Centipede concept as a punishment for incarcerated individuals. That is because the warden at this prison is a crazy neo-Yahtzee who is at the George Bush prison in Texas.
Nice.
And he's like, you know what, we're going to save so much money on cost, on food, on everything, we're just going to put all 500 of our inmates into a giant human centipede. Unfortunately for me, this series is one of my Roman empires, so I think about it more often than most, and there are just so many weird details about it. Like the fact that all of the human crap in the movie that the characters had to actually eat was made out of like coconut oil and chocolate and stuff like that. And they did this because some of the actresses were vegan, so they decided, okay, we'll just make it vegan for everyone. And then they had issues on set where the people kept eating the crap in between takes and they were running out of it. I have such
That's
a love-hate
disgusting.
relationship with the series, and you guys seem to notice that. One of you actually handmade me a Human Centipede beanie, and it goes crazy. I love it very
Oh,
much.
fucking
I have a whole
hilarious.
episode over on my pod, Frightful Fandom.
People are
talking
too
all
damn
about
creative.
Human
I want a
Centipede.
Human Centipede beanie. That's ridiculous. Who's seen that movie? Who's down with the depravity? Comment down below.
Centipede franchise. I'm still hoping and praying that despite all of the faults with this franchise, that we do eventually get the fourth one where an alien comes down to Earth and enslaves the entirety of the human race and puts every human on Earth into one giant human centipede in order to enslave us. I don't know, I just think we go full camp. I think we go full camp with the Human Centipede franchise and we don't look back.
We haven't went full camp? I thought from movie one it was full camp.
By the way, it's Blum, not Bloom.
A Blumhouse film.
Y'all gonna stop messing up my boy Jason Blum's name. Y'all know I don't
Yeah, what's wrong with you? It's Jason Blum. It's Blumhouse. It ain't Blumhouse. Matter of fact, I think there is a damn different company with that name. This is Blumhouse. Blum, like a plum. I thought we all knew that. But this is his new one, Woman in the Yard. It's coming March 28th. I don't know. I personally think their shit is a little weak. I'm probably gonna get shit caked and shit canned with stuff. I'm a little more old school. You know, I think this new stuff is kind of weak to the old New Line days and such. I don't know. Let me know your opinion. I mean, I didn't think Megan was anything to talk about. Like, I don't know. His shit is kind of cheese. That's just my feelings.
play about him.
Kim, I have to tell you that so many people say my name wrong that I don't even hear it anymore. They say Blumhouse, they say Jason Blum. I mean, my kids barely know the last name because that's what everyone says. And I watched your TikTok video, and I was so thrilled, and I'm so so glad, and I'm so appreciative that you finally set the record straight. The name is Blum, and it's Blumhouse. And I appreciate the shout out, I appreciate the correction, and most of all, I appreciate the trailer love. All the best.
You know he sent her a bunch of free shit. It's good,
A
dude.
20-piece chicken McNugget share.
Share, yeah, right? What the fuck?
You actually share those? What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? Share. That's a 20 piece. I could still have that with a couple of cheeseburgers on the side. Back in the day, like, that's all to my dome. What are you talking about? Share, 20 piece. I got the one they had for fucking 5 minutes that was like, I don't know, it was like 40 piece or 60 piece. It came with 2 large fries for like, I don't know, $17 or $16. And I still damn near ate that by myself. There ain't much food in that food. I don't know. Again, comment down below if you know, what am I out of pocket here? I mean, a 20 piece to share. Come on. And that was a little itty bitty thing.
I've realized that cottage cheese is not actually a cheese. It's just a curd to me.
It's not a cottage either. It's just a curd to me. Ha! Let's see what he did there, yeah. Let's see what he did there.
They say the more you do it, the easier it becomes. That's why I'm nailing these panic attacks.
Hey, whatever works. Whatever works for you.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're not going crazy. Your kids are 1,000% throwing out your forks.
Yeah, especially in the yard. Any parents out there, you can't find your fucking forks or your spoons? and such, you know you went to like the damn Dollar Tree and bought like 6 of them 6-packs or whatever, and you still can't find them, they're out in the yard. Yeah, check out in your yard. Or, you know, go ask Hubby. I bet you there, he probably lawnmowered them over and almost damn killed himself. Like, seriously, go check it out. Go check, yep, but you ain't crazy. It ain't just the socks disappearing in the dryer. Truth.
I like fun facts, but I love unfun facts.
Me too!
They're the intellectual equivalent of buttermilk, like objectively gross.
Don't you be saying nothing bad about my buttermilk, yo.
To be around, but in certain cases, very useful. Number 1, the way clown cars work is clowns are gross. The classic clown car...
That's how they work.
Not that one, this one. The one where a bunch of clowns come out of a car, like more clowns than it seems like a car can hold. There's no magic trick, there's no trap door. They just take the seats and stuff out of the car and jam it full of clowns. There's just a bunch of sweaty guys in makeup stacked nuts to butts inside that car.
Nuts
it's like
to
a
butts.
Tesla forum. Number 2, 99.6% of people who join a multi-level marketing
Nuts to
company
butts.
lose money. Hat tip.
Who knows about nuts to butts when you see 2 dudes on a motorcycle? Huh? When you first, learning about, jumping out of planes, you gotta go nuts to butts. You gotta do the tandem thing. Nuts to butts.
Canadian Kells for
Hope
this
you never
one. I
find
assumed
yourself
it was
nuts
bad,
to
but I didn't know
butts.
it was this bad. If you sell Tupperware or leggings or diet tea or whatever, you will lose money. The only...
Alright, correction. If that's your thing, maybe you'll love nuts to butts. Just saying.
worse investment would be buying a clown car. And number 3, if you use coffee pods, you are paying a fortune for coffee. Hat tip to Coffee Geek.
How much
for doing the
coffee's
math on
in
this one,
there?
because it is another unbelievable number. A pound of regular ass coffee is like $8. I'm a sicko. I buy my coffee from a guy who hand roasts to order in small batches and delivers them to your door. It took me over a year to get onto his mailing list, and I spend
What a dweeb.
$25 a pound. If you buy Keurig cups, you're spending between $30 and $40 a pound. And Nespresso pods are $52 a pound.
Yeah, but you're trendy and cool like all the other douchebags, you know, in the cubicle or what have you.
For their bad stuff.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
$80 a pound for their premium coffee. That's wild. And very little of it ever gets recycled, so you're creating a ton of plastic and metal garbage, just like, you know.
That does look like a rolling dumpster. Plans come out of the 1800s, though.
Just when you think you've seen it all, you watch somebody make a Philly cheesesteak out of hibiscus flowers. You know, it gets to a fucking point.
It gets to a fucking point. I'm with that girl. It gets to a fucking point. Like, what is the fucking point? You know, do you have to just eat the fucking Philly cheesesteak? Oh no, I want to keep it this vegan, or I want to keep it. Then you don't have a substitute fucking cheesesteak out of hibiscus flowers. You fucking you go without it and you brag that you're having a lettuce sandwich, or whatever it is that you're fucking having. Again, not that there's anything wrong with that. Here we listen and we don't judge. We love our vegans and our vegetarians and our pescatarians and our every other thing. Our Presbyterians, you name it, we love them.
Why is waiting to turn left very embarrassing for no reason? Like there's a line of cars behind you and there's traffic oncoming, so you can't turn left and you're just sitting there in the middle of the intersection waiting and you're like, people are behind me.
So it's only a crime if you get caught. So if you got like a little space, you go. I'm just saying, that's LA driving, that's city driving right there. You one hand on the horn, one hand on the wheel. Just haul ass.
It's like,
get in where you fit in.
They would understand. If you just like drove into traffic, they would get it. They would be like, oh, at least she wasn't holding this up. Like,
You should see help. We don't judge that.
The 1970 hot dog cooker. I guess it electrocutes the hot dogs and cooks them.
Oh, good.
Let's see if it works.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if it fucking works. Fuck else you supposed to do with it? Crank that puppy up. Won't be no short that shit. Pop fuse. Oh, it's working. It's alive. It's alive. What do we have? Oh, we got a couple different stages of cooking wieners. I guess some worked better than others. It was shocking.
You ain't gotta check him up.
Yeah, he checked him up. There's no excuses. Oh shit, he took his eye off the prize. Oh, he made him pay. Holy shit. Put that on Sports Center. Put that on Sports Center. Facial.
The Filet-O-Fish was created in 1962 by a McDonald's franchise owner.
Alright, who fucks with the Filet-O-Fish? If that's your thing, you'll pay attention. If you don't fuck with it, pay attention and consider yourself lucky, I guess. Not to throw you off a fucking, kilter here if you do fuck with it.
Under declining Friday sales due to Catholic meat restrictions, beating out Ray Kroc's
those Catholic meat restrictions.
Failed hula burger, which was just grilled pineapple and cheese on a bun. Originally made with halibut, it later switched to cod and then Alaskan pollock for cod.
Mostly cod and pollock.
Cost and sustainability.
Hey.
Did you know that Who's the Boss producer?
Hey, yo, away, Angela. Come on, who remembers Who's the Boss? Tony Danza? Come on, Angela and Mona?
Tried to spin off the Mona character into her own series at the end of the show's third season.
Mona was
Season
a pistol,
a
yeah.
two-part episode where Mona runs away to run a hotel with
She was
her
like
brother.
Blanche on the
ABC
Golden Girls,
executives,
yeah.
however,
She was
changed
a
their
hot
mind
tart
over
and shit.
fears that Mona's departure might hurt the show's success. So they added a tag at the end of the episode with Mona returning home.
Julie, you are so beautiful. But your breath stinks. Jackson, that's rude.
Jackson checking in, yo, with fire, yo. Yeah, she may be beautiful, but her breast stinks, yo. Don't let her fool you with that cute little demeanor. She a stinky one. Big Brothers.
When did humans start wearing clothes? Let's
I don't know, but it was bullshit. I can guarantee you that.
go down the rabbit hole. This is the oldest piece of clothing we have. Even though it looks like an overpriced Depop listing, this thing is older than Stonehenge.
Shit looks like a puffy shirt from Seinfeld that somebody took the puff out of.
Is 5,000 years old. It was found in ancient Egypt, but humans were definitely wearing clothes before this,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Clothes
They're supposed to be
don't
wearing like a
survive, but
loincloth
shoes
or
survive a little better.
some
These
fig
are
leaves in the
10,000
garden.
years
That's
old. That is
technically
2
clothes.
Stonehenges. These were found in modern-day Oregon, and they're the oldest shoes we have. But let's go further back.
Not to mention
Inside of this
cavemen.
cave in Georgia,
Everyone
the
wore
country,
animal
we found 9
skins.
fibers that are 34,000 years old. That is 7 Stonehenges back, for anyone counting. But then in Siberia, we found this, a 50,000-year-old sewing needle made of bone. Oh, but we can go further back.
Wow.
This is a shell necklace that may be 140,000.
That's an accessory.
That's 20
That's not clothing.
Stonehenges. And it's a little wild that our taste in necklaces haven't changed. Like Brad and Bork are rocking the same
Wow.
shell necklace. And now we get to the most interesting part of the whole story. This
Okay,
may
great.
finally give us the answer to our question. It's one of the coolest papers I've ever read.
Okay.
These scientists use clothing lice genetics to predict when humans started wearing clothes. Let me
And?
explain. We have head lice and we have body lice, which live on clothes, right?
Great.
And at some point in time, head lice split off genetically and became body lice and developed the adaptation to live in our clothes. Now, you
That's
don't
disgusting.
have clothing lice without clothes. And it turns out that they evolved somewhere around 170,000 years ago.
Wow.
And that just so coincides with an ice age. So most likely, 34 Stonehenges ago, humans started wearing clothes, maybe because it got
'Cause it
colder,
was balls
and now we need
cold.
to wake up every morning and decide what to wear.
Great. Or we don't. We just wear the same damn thing. Or we just put on, like, whatever we have that's comfortable.
Look at. Come on, don't be shy. Look at me.
Oh.
My God. Are you embarrassed? Come on. Okay.
Oh, shit. That's worse than Ralphie in the bunny costume. He wants to fuck you up now. I don't blame him.
Why is no one complaining that we don't even get to have a hotel room for 24 hours? Let's say I've
That is
bought
true.
a hotel room.
That's
for-
true. They're fucking disgusting in the first place, though, and who the hell wants to be there for 5 fucking minutes? But, if you have to, isn't that bullshit where they're like, check-in time is like 10, or like sometimes 3, and then they're like, you gotta be the fuck out by like, like if it's 3 in the afternoon, they want you out by like 9, 10 the next morning. It's like, what, and they want that full money? Or they want to charge you extra if you want to stay longer? It ain't right.
One night, $600, right?
Such a racket.
I don't even get that hotel room for 24 hours. I get it from check-in at 3 and check out at 10 o'clock the next fucking day. And then if I want to go in earlier, it's another $150 fucking dollars. How have we not taken a stand against this? Because
That's why you don't stay in the hotel. You stay in the no-tell motel, you know what I'm saying? Like $60 and you're fucking out and you don't give a shit because you only spent $60.
to check out later.
Just a little tip.
We better look around for clues.
Oh, yo. Come on, who remembers, yo, Scooby-Dum? That's right, I'll take me some Scooby-Dum all day. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, shit. Good old Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Dum. All that's left is a little Scrappy. Yo! The fuck? What would you name him? Yo, Stacks. Look at that shit, yo. That shit's impressive as hell. Oh, some Harry Potter shit. What do you know? Just like that, we've come to the end of your Tuesday Dapper's Playhouse session. Excuse me, I got smacked with a tardation right there for a spell. Okay. So, if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button. Smash that like button, as you kids are saying. And hey, if you want to comment that's a little longer or something top secret, extra private, I got that email, dappersplayhouse@gmail. Feel free, any show ideas, anything. We're working on a Discord presence, so maybe I can get some clips from y'all. I know y'all like to source that stuff as well. So, if you can't be good, be bad. And remember, you're never too old to play. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.